Shalom.
Shalom.
Yes, welcome to the channel, guys. Thanks for tuning in. In this video, we're going to let you know something that's very important, right? Recently, we was talking and, reflecting on a lot of stuff, just where we come from, right? And how the Most High he's always leading us into this prosperous life, this abundant life, this life where we really don't need to stress and worry because we know that he's right there leading us, right? We have that faith, right? So, but it wasn't always like that, right? Because we used to complain a lot. We used to, why is this happening to us? Why can't we get ahead? Why this? Why that?
Why that? Why this?
Yeah. But it's very important because once we stop complaining and realize, hey, this is not anything bad. This is just a season of growth. This is just a day of growth. If something bad happened in this day, we gotta sit down and realize what happened and don't complain about it. So that's very important. No complaining.
Yeah, because life and death is in the power of the tongue, and those that love it eat the fruit thereof. And a lot of us, we say we know the Bible, we say all these things, but by our actions we show we don't really have that much faith in our hearts, because as soon as a little thing happens, we will open our mouths and just start blabbering and complaining. And what happens when we do that, we basically, the Most High is like sending blessings, right? Because he's provider, he's protector, he's husbandman, he's all these things. But we complain and he's like, oh, it's plugged up.
Yeah.
Like, that's what happens. It gets plugged up. And I know you've probably experienced this before. That's why you're watching this. And so to stop that from happening, start speaking life. Have faith. Start to be diligent with what you're doing, right? Don't, just sit around complaining, sit around gossiping, sitting around doing all these things. Take action. If you need to separate yourself for a while, then do that. That's what we did years ago. And we go through cycles of doing that all the time. That is what's necessary in these times, because we are in unprecedented times. We're in the world right now where it may be World War III. The economy is crazy in America. This is going on. That's going on. So you really have to sit and understand what your mission is, what you're called to do, and then do it without looking back. Like, execute. Don't just sit around. You have to execute what you're doing. You can't just strategize without execution.
Exactly. You got to do it. And don't complain. Like, I know some people, they really be annoyed with me because I always, oh man, it's okay though, but look, we right here, we right here talking. It's like, it's okay. We woke up today. Just little things like that where the Most High wake you up. That's a blessing. And if you wake up and then you get off the bed and hit your toe, don't complain. Just say, oh man.
Cover your mouth. Don't complain. Start singing.
Don't complain. Just the other day we was talking about how the Most High is very good, right? And our last house that we moved in, how we found it was 12 hours before we had to move out.
Oh, yeah.
Like literally 12 hours before we had to move out.
Yeah.
And we found the house, of course, but it wasn't the perfect house that we wanted. We like, we gotta move out. So we had the contract in hand. We about to sign. We turned it in the next day. But the owner of the house that we really wanted called me and said, hey, it's okay. I like the price that you said. Let's do it. I can do the 3 months. It's okay. And we was just like, oh, see? The Most High, he's always going. He's always right there.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I know you understand. I hope you guys understand. Like, he's always right there. So even at the last second, if you don't complain, if you count it all joy, everything's going to be okay. Because if you do complain, it's going to be in that big circle until it comes back, and another circle until it comes back. So that's very important in these times that we're in now.
Yep. Just keep your mouth shut. If you feel like you gotta complain, cover your mouth. Sing, do something, because you just don't have time to waste anymore. You don't have time to keep going through these cycles. Your bills are gonna keep coming, rent's gonna keep coming, all these things are gonna keep coming. But until you have enough faith to actually speak the word and to find the wisdom and knowledge that you need to get out of whatever situation you're in, then you're just going to keep going through it. While everyone complained in the world, we were able to get the grace of the Most High and everything that we've set our hands to according to Deuteronomy 28, 1 through 14, right? And so even over the past 3 years, really the past 7 years, honestly, going back to our life in Ohio, we were young. We were in our early and mid 20s, trying to work things out, get out of debt, thinking we had to stay with family members until one day it clicked. Speak life, study the word, figure out what the Most High says about your value, says about your talent, says about how he's going to care for you. Start speaking that word. You may not believe it all the way, but at least speak it until you believe it. And then once you do believe it, he's going to literally blow your mind. Like, he's going to provide more than you can even imagine. And it'll be that way, and it'll be well with you forever, because that's his promise.
Exactly. You got to keep his promise, because he's keeping it. So you always got to know that he's right there with you.
So your job is just to not complain, and instead to smile, worship, and fix your heart.
Don't complain. Cheerful. Obtain favor. Shalom.
Shalom.